You don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really want to miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system for your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, think you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't want to miss a second of this HD content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn you back and tell you sorry, try again. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey everybody, what's up? Happy hump day. We are a few days away from the weekend, and I am excited about that. But come on everybody, make sure you like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, especially if you are new here. The Hood Table is officially on the road to 6K. So tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe to the Hood Table. Please and thank you very much. And if you feel the spirit move you, you can always send a little love offering to the Hood Table. $ the Hood Table 402. Thank you. But what's up, hey YouTube cameras? What's up? I love me some YouTube cameras. What's up, Vibrant Lowell? Hey, beautiful. And everybody else out there, thank you. I appreciate you. Yes, share the love. Please share the love. Likes and shares are the best thing when it comes to a YouTube platform, because y'all know how that algorithm works. Y'all know how it works, so I ain't got to tell y'all. But yeah, likes and shares are the best thing for a content creator. But y'all, we about to get into some shit. And we about to do a little promoting, because one of the B sector content creators, I can't even get it out. They put a word out for us to promote something, a meet and greet. Did y'all hear about it? A meet and greet? Not that type of meet and greet, but still a meet and greet, because we're going to keep it sweet. That's what we're going to call it. But yeah, we're going to get all up into that. But I wanted to get y'all feedback, because a lot of people is talking about, well, you know, how the avatars be avataring, how the B sector don't be B sectoring as much anymore. How we always, I don't know, rekindling old beefs, old rees. How the new people in the B sector, the new content creators, they want to see like YouTube beefs. They want to see the drama. They want to see the old B sector days, but they don't want to be doing the old B sector type of stuff or going through it, which I understand. Because those of us who's been, you know, from way back, we've seen it all. We done seen everybody who's anybody go through certain things in the B sector. From being doxxed, to being stalked, to being lied on, to being having CPS come and checking on their kids, to people losing their jobs. Some people lost 1, 2, 3 jobs. Maybe more. We done seen it all. We done see people go to court, go to jail, all that kind of stuff. So that is like the old B sector days, if people want to, you know, say it that way or read it that way. And I guess a lot of people are complaining about it be boring now. The beefs are old. The reads are old. I even was listening to I've been listening to a lot of people, so I'm trying to, you know, remember everybody. But, and again, please like and share on your way in. Thank you so much. But I was listening to Rick Reed yesterday. I love me some Rick Reed. Boy, that boy can read. I swear to God, he can read. Rick Reed. See, he was meant to have that last name. He was meant to have that last name. Rick Reed, he be reading. But I was listening to him, and he was talking about QB and some other people. Um, but what I listened to the most, or what I took most from what Rick had to say, is what a lot of people are complaining about, like the old reads. They're like, if you're going to continue to give the old reads, um, either make up something new or just shut up. Stop responding to people. And when I was listening to Duchess earlier today, oh my God, that live lit lane lit up Duchess panel. Demetra lit all day. The one who, said this, give out, promote her meet and greet. And I'm putting that in air quotes, her meet and greet with Brian. Oh, is it Brian? Not Brian. Brian. I'm Brian. How spell it voice. I love when he do that. But what's up? Just read my book. And anybody can click on the panel if you want. This ain't really a panel channel per se, but I do drop the link, from time to time because I want to hear what you guys got to say. But feel free to click the stanky link. I was at Duchess earlier, and Demetra was over there, and she was going back and forth with Brian. And Demetra, like, she can read you down for Phil. She can read you down to your socks. That girl she reminds me of Deanna as far as reads go, as far as the drags go. It's like she can drag in her sleep. She don't need to see you all the time. Like, that's one thing people are complaining about is how people, and I ain't gonna lie, that's another one. I need y'all to tell me how y'all feel about that too. But remind me to mention that about not seeing people and dragging them. But he kept basically just calling her a crackhead, calling her a prostitute. Now, I don't know if she did actually do some prostituting out there, but I do know that she, went to rehab. She was off of this platform for some time. I can't remember how long, but I think it was maybe, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 months. Hey, Just Andrea, what's up? But yeah, I don't know how long Demetra was off of here, but she was working on herself. Ain't no harm in that. Ain't no shade in that. I don't see the drag in that. I mean, sometimes people got to take time for themselves to work on themselves to make themselves a better person. But that's basically all he kept saying about this woman. Her being a prostitute, allegedly. And her being a crackhead. And I don't even know if she was on crack. I know sometimes she used to get on here and she'd be drinking and carrying on, which a lot of people have. But as far as that other stuff, I ain't gonna put nothing on her that I don't know for facts. But that's what he was giving. That's what he was giving. But Demetra, Melissa King, child, whoo, did y'all see that live? It was, oh my God. And then Shawn jumped up there. Now, I really need to go back and watch some videos because I'm missing something. I think I need to go back and watch Nika because she was going in on Nika too. She said a little bit about Pizarro, but she was going in on Shawn Bradley. And I'm like, hold up, I'm missing something. So if y'all know a little bit and want to jump on the panel and explain a little bit, please feel free. But that drag that she was giving Brian earlier, and then the girl woke up saying she woke up with violence on her mind. She woke up with a fighting spirit, a violent spirit, and I could feel it. I could feel it. Brian, Demetra told us to promote y'all meet and greet. Y'all supposed to have a meet and greet. That's what y'all supposed to have. You and her, a meet and greet. That's what we gonna call it. Because she said y'all just gonna talk it out. And I don't know if it's safe for you, Brian. I know you're a big husky man. I know you work out. You be down there at the gym. I know you stay strapped up and all that. And I'm not saying you would do anything to the girl, but I'm just saying, I know you ain't no scary dude. At least I don't think so, even though you pulled a strap on somebody at the gym because y'all got into an argument. But, me personally, I ain't never felt the need to bring my strap in the gym. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. But anyway, I don't think it's safe for you because the type of meet and greet that Demetra is talking about, the way she was going in on you, I don't think it's going to be anything like the show. You know how they was all talking shit, five. Uncle Tim, I think Uncle Tim was the only one who I really thought might have really done something, but he didn't. You know, Bama and some of them, was talking stuff to certain people, like to Nicole Tyler, to Jay Dunn. Before they got down there was all this rah 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 rah. What they gonna do on site is on site, nigga. When I see you, then comes the preparation of the show, and they supposed to go down there and have this reality type B sector show, and they ended up everybody cool and laughing and giggling and partying and drinking and eating and all that kind of stuff, and then came back and just somewhere the beef just started up again. Like, which is one of the reasons why a lot of us think a lot of this stuff is manufactured, fake, a play, But I don't think it's gonna be anything like that. Brian, stay home. Demetra, no. When you said, Demetra, these are your words, not mine. You told Brian, you said, I ain't scared to fight no big burly nigga. If I can't lay you out, I'ma scratch you out. And if that don't work, I'ma jump on your back and ride you out till I wear you out. And if that don't work, then I'm gonna have to mace you. And then she ended it with, okay, I don't want to scare him. I don't want to scare him. Even if I do want him to meet me down by the Walmart, down off the I-10 by 10. And matter of fact, she gave one of them, old school meet me on the playground after 3 o'clock. That's what she told him. She said, meet me down by the Walmart, down on the way to the Missouri River, down on the way to the off the 16, down by the South Post Oak Road, down by the Duck Pond. She gave I think I can find my way there from Omaha, Nebraska, and film it. Because I know you said you're going to bring a camcorder and stuff or a recorder. So I think I can find my way by Friday from Omaha by, the description you gave. I just got to look for South Post Oak Road, look for a Duck Pond, look for a Walmart, look for the Missouri River, because the Missouri River come all the way through Omaha, goes all the way down south. And be on the I-10 by 10 and be on the playground by 3 o'clock. I think I can. What's up, Just Blaze? What's up, Terry? What's up, The Unfiltered Muffy? What's up, Lady Snoop TV? Demetra, you had me gagged. I even commented in Dutch's chat. I said, this has been a long work day, and y'all are just making this so great for me. My work day just started to speed by, and I just couldn't get off of work because I wanted to discuss, what a lot of you guys have been talking about, in the B sector. And I wanted to get some feedback. Again, I wanted to get y'all thoughts on some of the subjects that has came up. Some of the subjects that keep arising, like the avatars, like I heard Rick Reed say, and it was several people I was talking to. I was listening to Rick, I was listening to VS, I was listening to Shawn, I was listening to Duchess. Of course, Demetra and them was cutting up over there. I can't remember who else I was listening to. Oh, and I was listening to Pisa. Because Pisa was going off because, she thinks, I ain't going to say me because I don't put no blame on her for shit. But she thinks, I guess she's getting sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired, because we done heard Pisa go off about this many times. She get over there, she started screaming and howling because a lot of people putting a lot of blame on her, saying a lot of things that go on in the sectors because of her. And the reason why this is like Avatar, I know SK calls his place over there Avatar Nation, but the B sector is turning into, the Avatar sector, because a lot of people don't like to show their face anymore. And I get why. I totally get why. Like, if you have always thought about being a content creator in the B sector and you've been watching the shits for all these years and seeing what all these people go through, people posting your kids online, stalking your kids, following them at school, I mean, taking pictures of your ankles and all kind of shit. Yay. You know what they did to my girl. I mean, doing all kind of stuff. I get why people don't want to show their face. And I, like Rick Reed, this is what I can definitely agree with on him. He said last night, was that last night or this morning? I can't remember. Last night or this morning, he said, I used to always come online live. Like, I come from another channel. I have several channels, and my main channel is Tanya's Prime Time. And I was always showing my face and showing my house. And y'all know I still do. Especially when I'm doing live cake decorating. So when I do my live cake decorating, y'all be seeing me over here whipping up colors, whipping up cakes, decorating to the gods, okay, slaying cakes. And so I do show my face. But I feel Rick Reed when he's like, man, I used to always do that. I used to always come on here and show my face. But why should I? Y'all don't do it. Don't nobody do it anymore. That's how I felt. And one time, matter of fact, it was somebody from my own hood. I like the nerves. But he had jumped on my panel. This was not my panel, but in my chat. This was maybe like 6, 7, 8 months ago, a long time ago. And he said, Tanya, why you don't never show your face anymore? I said, I do. I do show my face, just not all the time. I mean, I have nothing to be ashamed of. I have hundreds and hundreds of videos where you can see me all day, every day. So it's nothing I'm ashamed of. I'm a heavy-set, light-skinned girl with a gap in my teeth and big cheeks and dark brown eyes. And and I do have a neck. That was funny because Demetra said Brian ain't had no neck since 1993. I'm telling y'all need to go back and watch Demetra's live. Watch Dutch's live and watch Demetra's live that she did on Brian. That shit was so funny. But anyway, and I had got to the point where I felt like I was the only one. It really felt like I was the only one that was showing my face. And Melissa, you used to always jump on my Friday Night Lives when I was doing my Friday Night Lives. So I have no problem showing myself. But I just felt like nobody else in the B sector is showing their face but me. Like, and that was before I had decided to not show my face as much. That was before VS even got back on here. So this has been a minute. And we know that when she got on here, that's one thing she didn't understand. Like, hold up. Why everybody on a black screen? This ain't the blacks, not the black sector. This ain't the B sector. This ain't how we roll. And everybody basically told her, it's a brand new day. Brand new laws, ma'am. Brand new laws in the land, ma'am. And, people don't do that anymore. Really. Yes, we be cutting up on Friday. Shoot, show up. I be drinking. Y'all know I always had a red cup. The hood red cup, Oh, my God. But, yeah, the solo cup. That's what they call them. At least if you buy the brand name, they call it solo. That's what the red cup's called. Now, if you get them from the dollar store or General Dollar, you might get an off-brand. But, I come on here with my little red solo cup, and I be drinking with y'all. We take shots every hour on the hour. That's how, our Friday Night Lives go. But I get it. But how do y'all feel about it? I mean, how do y'all really feel about it? Do y'all feel the same way? Because when I first got on YouTube, I was just doing TV show reviews and I wasn't showing my face. And I was like, everybody else is doing it. Can't be too bad. I was a little shy. Like Michelle ATLN when she first started her YouTube channel. Even though she'd been a blogger for years, but when she started on YouTube, she was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so shy. I don't know what to say." And it's easy being a blogger and not showing your face, and then coming back on here and showing your face because people are critical. People, they criticize you. They can be critical. And I was just like, forget it. They either gonna like me or not like me. And I came live and showed my face every single time. And y'all know when I used to do my TV shows reviews, I did like 8 shows every week. Y'all think Spell It Boy TV does TV show reviews? I did like 8 shows every week. That's a lot of work. Watching the show, watching again, taking notes, getting your notes together, coming on, doing the show, then editing the video, and times at times 8, on top of having a full-time job and raising 2 kids. I was very busy when I was doing my TV show reviews. And then I decided to just start coming live and just freestyling. And it took a lot of pressure off of me. But again, I do understand why people don't want to be on here. And, I guess it's their own preference, but I do like seeing people's face. That's why I still sometimes show my face. Even though y'all can't forget what I look like. I look like that little picture on there. I look like the little avatar on there. See, I got my boobs and, short, shoulder length hair and high cheekbones. And that looks like me. But, what's up, Summer Breeze? Thank you for subscribing. What's up, Straight Out of Storyline for content? But yeah, so back to the guy from my hood. He had jumped down in my chat and he said, Tanya, why don't you show your face anymore? And I'm like, you know me. Like, we live in the same city of Omaha. You know what I look like. Like, do you really care if I show my face on here or not? But some people do. And some people really think that people don't have a right to talk about and drag people when they don't show their face on here. So how do y'all feel about that? So those are my main 2 questions. I know we done talked about a bit, but those are my main 2 questions. Like, do you still show yourself? Will you ever show yourself again? Because a lot of y'all, when I first came on here, everybody showed themselves. Everybody. And it did make it a little bit more entertaining. Because we got to see people's expressions. We got to see what people look like, what their hair looked like today, what they was wearing, if their teeth were white, if their house was clean. But y'all know what I'm saying. What's up, beautiful, for real? But yes, so those are my questions for y'all today. Because when I was watching Shawn's class, and again, if you want to hit the StreamYard, feel free. And thank you to the people liking and sharing. Yes, please keep liking and sharing the video. But when I was watching Shawn's orientation class, he said he made a lot of points. And then VS came live and she made some points too, especially when it comes to the old B sector days and the new B sector days. Like how people be striking channels and how some people don't believe in striking channels. That I guess they don't care if you take their content and upload it and repost it. And we know how VS is. She don't care. If you ain't asked permission and if you ain't got permission, then she gonna strike you. So, but at least you know ahead of time. So you can't say, I didn't know. And by the way, I had to strike 2 people today. 2 copyright strikes, by the way. But y'all know what mine is about. I tell y'all all the time when I be striking people. And it's always because people be, y'all know I'm a Amazon influencer. So I do Amazon reviews. And I have an Amazon store. And on my website, the Hood Table website, on YouTube, on Twitter, everywhere, Facebook, I advertise the stuff I review on Amazon, and I get paid every month, just how we get paid from YouTube every month. I get paid every month from Amazon. If you're an Amazon influencer, you know all about that. But some people who are Amazon influencers, they don't buy the products. They go steal people's videos that have bought the products and reviewed the products. Then they upload them on their channel that they use to get money. And then say, please check out our Amazon products and please make sure you click our link and please click the link to go to the product and da 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 da. And I done told y'all many times I strike people at least 3, 4, 5, 11 times a month because people do that. And you would think that people know better. You would think that people know better. So today I had to strike 2 more channels because they take my whole videos, because I got a lot of Amazon videos, and they take my whole video and they'll upload it on their channel like it's theirs. Like they purchased the $9.99 or the $29.99 or the whatever to buy that product and review it. So YouTube, as some people know, they send you a message. We have a copyright tab on our studio. Everybody does. And every now and then, y'all should check that copyright, because sometimes we might get an email or something and YouTube is telling us, hey, somebody using your shit. You need to check this out. And sometimes we don't see the notification or get it. At least that's me a lot of the times. So every now and then I'll click that copyright. I'm like, let me see if anybody's stealing my shit. And today, no, it was last night. It was last night. I saw 2 different, and it's funny because one of them, the title of their channel was called Amazon Products, something. I'm like, are you serious? So yeah, I struck both of their channels, and YouTube, they let you know, and you basically say if I want this video taken down, or if I want to give them 7 days, or if I want to contact the content creator yourself or something like that. And I always say, snatch that shit down right now. And I done had people hit me up in my email talking about, I'm sorry, I didn't know. I didn't know that I could take your review and post it as my own and get paid from Amazon that way. I really didn't know. Could you please take back the copyright strike? Please, I promise I won't do it again. And I'll be looking at the emails like, delete. And people might think that's me. But again, I get why some people is like, hey, this is how I get paid. I don't do this shit on Amazon for fun. I do it to get paid. And I get paid every month, just like we get paid on YouTube. So y'all need to check y'all copyright tab on y'all studio if y'all don't normally check it, because you never know. One time I checked it and I had a whole bunch of damn content creators and took a whole bunch, and there's this one video, I guess it's popular. It's a table waterfall with rocks and lights. It's real pretty. And that's like the main one that people re-upload, is that main waterfall. And I'm like, the shit didn't even cost that much. It was like $24. Like, you could buy that shit yourself. But anywho, yeah, Demetra. So I definitely understand why some people like, don't take my shit. Especially if they doing this as a job or a business and not for fun, not for play, not for a hobby, things like that. So I get Shawn Bradley, what he was saying, and I get what VS was saying. It's your preference, it's your prerogative. If you don't care if people take your shit that you work really hard for. And Demetra is one of those people who put a lot of work and time in her videos. Like, I can see it all the time. Like, the music she does, the different backgrounds she does, the overlays she does. I mean, she puts a lot of work, and a lot of other people do too. So, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, let me read y'all comments. Let me read some of y'all comments. You said you don't think Demetra running no play. Man, Demetra said, meet me on the playground after 3 o'clock, Brian. I don't think Brian is gonna show up though. He said he wouldn't hit no woman, and I don't think he would. But Demetra might really try to climb on his back and scratch his eyes out. But if y'all do meet up, Demetra, please record it. Whether y'all fight or whether y'all really just have a meet and greet, and just don't go to the IHOPs. Just don't go to the IHOP. Bad things happen at IHOPs, from what I heard. So don't go down to I. What they got down in Texas? Well, what's like one of the famous diners or well-known diners? Meet there. Yeah, meet there. Matter of fact, don't they got that? What's that one place that sell all the seafood? Papados. Meet at Papados and make him pay. Hmm. Yeah, make him pay. Child. But anyway, woo, Just Blaze said grab some snacks from Walmart. Grab some snacks on the way from passing the Walmart. And then Melissa, hey Mel, she said, I didn't know you had been over DK. Girl, she was cut up. She was cut up on that Brian. She was dragging him so bad. I'm like, oh Lord, Brian, just I don't know. Just go back to work. Go. I mean, when she said, okay, I ain't gonna give all your reads, Demetra, because y'all gonna have to go back and look. But on her channel, when she was dragging Brian, what she said something about trash bags. You said you ain't never known somebody who always be at the gym and never losing weight or something, but it was something like this nigga been walking around sweating outside in 120-degree plus heat down in Texas, wrapped in trash bags or garbage bags, and ain't lost 1 pound. And all he is doing is recycling fat back or sweaty fat or child. Like I said, y'all gonna have to check her video out because that had me dying. I was like about to fall out of my work chair. She said he been walking around for 4 years just recycling back fat or some shit like that. Brian, she was reading you, dog. She was reading you, dog. And I don't know why, Brian, I didn't heard you drag before in the past, but all you kept saying was she a crackhead and a prostitute. I'm like, it's not really giving, Brian. It's not really giving. I don't know. Maybe you need to watch Shawn Bradley's orientation class video because it wasn't really giving beef sector. Sorry. But anyway, on Friday at 3 o'clock, y'all keep promoting because Demetra said we giving Demetra free promotion. So y'all keep promoting her and Brian's meet and greet. 3 o'clock on the playground, down past the Walmart, down past Old Post, Oakwood Road, somewhere off of the 16 by the I-10, past the Duck Pond at 3 o'clock Friday. So y'all make sure, y'all there. Demetra says she ain't bringing her man. She ain't bringing her man. She said she gonna bring her homegirl. So Brian, oh, that'll be so funny, boy. Ooh, child. If they really meet up, I really hope somebody records it. I really do. Demetra said my numbers double when I'm on camera swinging. Girl, Demetra, it's what the B sector loves. It's what the B sector loves. And watching you on your show, watching Dutch's show where you and Brian was going back and forth. And Shawn, he always says how he don't get mad at like people when they be dragging him unless they lying. He even was talking about LSA because LSA drags everybody in the B sector. They drag everybody. And he said, I even be laughing at them when they be talking. He even tells people, if somebody talking about me and it's funny, he said, laugh it up. Have a good time. And so he was talking about that, and he mentioned it before. But when Demetra was talking shit to him on Dutch's panel, Shawn just kept busting out laughing, and it just made me laugh even harder because that's what Shawn talked about. It was funny. The shit that Demetra was saying was so funny, and she's so theatrical. And I mean, it's like her eyes, her head, she's so animated. You can't help but get a kiki out of it. And Shawn couldn't even help but to laugh. It was funny. It was funny. But yeah, y'all gotta check though. If y'all don't watch anybody else over the next I don't know, 24 hours before something else pop off, because something else is supposed to pop off. I don't know what the hell is supposed to pop off, but VS said she hit up Shawn Bradley in the background. She said it ain't no fuck shit. She told Shawn, I hit you up. You ain't responded. I don't know what it's about, but I don't know what it's about. I'm saying that on my words. And Shawn, I'm sure, knows what it's about. Of course, VS knows what it's about. I don't know what it's about. But I was up there like, oh my God, all ears. Like, is Shawn gonna come live again? Is he gonna say what it's about? Did he just read her email or whatever and just hit delete? Like, fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. But you know how Shawn be saying, fuck that bitch. You know. But I don't know. VS always got something up her sleeve. So, you know, her brain is always going and going and going. You know, whether it's something for the good or something for the bad. You know, we just never know. But what's up, Doreen? What's up, Ben Speaker? Hey, how y'all doing? I don't know what that was about, but I was watching it and she did her little review on Shawn Bradley's orientation. And I enjoyed watching the show. Shawn, I enjoyed Duchess, I enjoyed VS today, I watched Pizza for about an hour when she was going in, maybe 45 minutes. I watched Pizza. More Pizza just don't like when y'all be blaming her for shit. She don't like it. Pizarro, Miss Intel, the spaceship, whatever y'all call her nowadays, she don't like it. Y'all gonna quit blaming shit on Pizza because she don't like it. She don't like it. What's up, dear self? And I don't know why people always blaming stuff on Pizza. I mean, I know when the other sectors start coming around, a lot of them hit like Bree's channel first. So that's why I really don't understand why people put a lot of the blame on Pizza. Because we remember, I mean, hell, that's where we met Seven's baby daddy, not baby daddy. That's where we met his ass on Brianna's panel. Right? So I remember we met that one dude. What's that nigga name? The one damn, Kimmy. The one who Kimmy was always flirting with. She used to drag his name out. You know what, Miss Kimmy. Y'all know I'll be calling her that because my old daycare lady, when my kids was little, name is Miss Kimmy. So my bad. Just Kimmy. She used to flirt with that nigga. What's his stats? Woo! She used to flirt with that nigga. I'm like, ooh, just Kimmy. Just Kimmy. I know she's sitting in at a computer chair at her desk just getting hot and bothered every time his ass jumped on the panel. And she was just drag sticks. I can't do it like she do. If somebody can mimic her really well, hit the link. Because she would drag you put stacks with 3, 4 X's. She put like 50, 11 X's on the end of that name. And she would drag his name out. And she reminded me of Sandra. Y'all know Sandra from 227, Sandra Clock. That's what she used to remind me of when she used to flirt with Stacks. Woo! But anywho, a lot of people we met on Brianna's channel. Now then they kind of migrated over to Pizza's channel because, I don't know, because Pizza accepts everybody. But you know, I guess when you're an avatar, that probably comes with the territory. You know, having a lot of people in your circle who are also avatars. So I don't know. I guess that's how that works. Like, if you're an avatar, you can't really care what somebody else looks like. You can't really care if they don't want to show themselves, you know, because you're an avatar yourself. But people is putting all the blame on Pizza. And I think it's funny. I think it's funny because when Pizza gets mad and goes off, she just be, boy, fuck all y'all motherfuckers. Y'all ain't gonna be blaming shit on me. And then I can understand some of the shit she's saying, and some of the shit I just be like, ooh, that Florida accent, that Southern Florida accent. I can't. But yeah, so those are the people who I've been watching. So this is just a brief recap. It's Wednesday, it's hump day. And y'all have been really keeping me entertained. And I don't like hope a whole bunch of really negative shit pop off, because I know some people, I don't know, I think some people really lived for the negativity. Like, not just the drags and going back and forth, but the real negative shit. Like, the stuff that we didn't witness. And when people say the sector is boring, or the sector is not what it used to be, or the sector, we gotta be really descriptive when we're describing that. Are y'all just talking about drags, or do y'all want somebody to be stalked? Do y'all want somebody to fight physically, or have a meet and greet like Demetra and Brian supposed to do Friday at 3:00 on the playground? So you gotta be very clear about what you're missing from the B sector, because when that shit do happen, then we got people, oh, that's messed up. Oh, that's messed up. Like the shit that's going on. In my title, I said we gonna discuss the VS and the 7 update or whatever. 7, I don't even know if she's been live. I don't know if she's been live. I haven't seen anything pop up on my screen. If she has, y'all can correct me, but I don't know if she's been live or not since she came live at one time. She did mention me in her video, and everybody is like, the hood table, 7 said your name. I'm like, I ain't did nothing illegal. The girl talking about you did, watch who you hanging around, watch who I'm hanging around. I'm hanging around all y'all motherfuckers. Every goddamn day. That's who I'm hanging around. I'm hanging around all y'all because I watch all y'all every day. She still got her channel. It's 7 Stars Girl Cave. She had it hidden because I guess maybe she was rearranging some videos, or I don't know, get rid of some videos, or I know she was supposed to get rid of content, anything that had to do with Official, his wife, and their kids. So, that's what a lot of people do when they do get in trouble, or court is, enters the picture. They put their channel on, incognito, or, they hide it or whatever, private it. And then, do what they got to do when they, bring it back on here. But I don't know. Summer Breeze said, can I ask you a question? I want your honest answer. I will try to give you an honest answer, Summer Breeze. Hold on, let me take a sip, because I'm having me a little after work 5:00 cocktail. And don't say shit, because this drink been sitting next to me since I started this live 43 minutes ago, getting watered down. I ain't took a sip yet because I've been waiting on 5:00, even though I know it's 5:00 somewhere. Still a little strong though, still a little strong. But yeah, ask your question, ask right away. What's up, Pandy? Hey, how you doing? Hey, what's up, Cruiser? What's up, Cruiser? Cruiser, you and that damn William McCray? Is that how you say his name? William McCray, is that his name? The one with all those craters in his face? Oh, it is so hard to look at that man. I know I'm not the cutest thing walking around. I know I'm not the prettiest flower in the pot, but it's so hard to look at that man. And he be talking about everybody. And I be like, do you know how hard it is to look at you? I be looking at that man, and all I see is, I be counting 1, 2, 3. That nigga got so many. Boy, it looked like our down streets in Omaha after a very bad winter. Like potholes everywhere. And him and Cruz, they be cracking me up. But details said the other page is still hidden. Oh, is it? I know I was looking at some page over there. So I don't know if it's her backup to the backup to the backup. But he said, I know, Cruiser, I'm just talking shit. Excuse me, I'm just playing with y'all. But yeah, I pay my taxes. Yeah, I pay them. They don't always be on time though. Just like the bills. I pay my bills. They don't always be on time though. But the lights and gas ain't never been turned off. But yeah, where did Summer Breeze? You said you had a question. You gotta chill. What's up? Did I speak to everybody? What's up, Binge Thinker? The Unfiltered Muffy. Let me read some of y'all comments. Summer Breeze said because it seems as if the B sector lowered themselves down to a big mouth country talking and illiterate no face troll. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh wow. You gotta chill, new subby. I think I said thank you, but just in case I didn't, thank you, boo. Oh my god. Hold on. I know I'm behind in the comments, but Summer Breeze. Who are you talking about? Because it seems the B sector lowered themselves down to a bit. Oh, is you talking about? Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Miami Popo, what's up? Summer Breeze, I don't know. I guess Summer Breeze have left the building. What's up, Rob? What problem? Hey, how you doing, beautiful? But I was trying to wait to see if Summer Breeze was gonna ask me a question. She said I gotta ask you something. Is Summer Breeze a girl or a guy? I'm not sure. But Summer Breeze said, "Can I ask you a question? I want your honest answer." I'm kind of scared. Kind of scared. But yeah, but back to the 7th thing. I know y'all coming at me from left and right. 7. What's she talking about? Tanya was even Sir King was like, hold the hood table. You better be careful. I ain't worried about nobody. And this has nothing to do with just her per se. I ain't worried about nobody, period, because I ain't done nothing wrong on here. I come on here and do commentary just like the rest of y'all. Shoot. Hey, sis Lo. You said we are all good out here. We are all good out here too. Speaking of commentary, y'all know I did a video the other day. Y'all keep this family up in here, in our hood in y'all prayers if y'all can. A little girl by the name of Ramaya is all over the news. It's making world news. It just happened a few days ago, and it's world news. 1-year-old little beautiful girl, beautiful precious little baby girl. Daycare driver left her in the van. And it was 100 around the time that she was left in the van. It was 115 degrees here in Omaha. This was 2 days ago. She was out in the van for over 5 hours. Over 5 hours. A 1-year-old in a van. 115 degrees outside. So y'all already know how that ended. So please, if y'all have a little heart in you, a little prayer or two in you, a little woosah in you, please keep that family in your prayers and all of that little girl's loved ones that happened right here in our city. So if y'all hear about that story, 1-year-old died in a daycare van, that happened here in Omaha 2 days ago. That's the story that's trending all over the world news and social media right now. So yeah, Ramaya is her name. But yes, Summer Breeze, you are back. Thank you guys. Yes, keep that family in your prayers. Yeah, it's really sad. You gotta chill. Really sad. Really sad. But there you are, Summer Breeze. You said, okay, thanks to Hood Table. Didn't see my question. No. I saw your question, Summer Breeze. You must have left and came back out. Because we've been sitting here waiting on you to ask the question. Ain't we all? We've been sitting here. You said I got an attitude because my friend turned the air and car off with my grandson in the car. Sislo, did you curse? Did you just curse? Y'all know Sislo don't curse like that. Sislo said the fuck. Oh, you did ask the question? Oh, hold up, y'all. Ain't nobody told me that Summer Breeze asked the question. I'm up here waiting and waiting and waiting. Summer Breeze, the only question I saw was you said, did I get blocked? I didn't block you. And the only other moderator in the chat is Sislo. And she ain't been here that long. And I don't think Sislo would block you. So yeah, only got a few moderators. Sislo is one. Deanna's another one. And Deanna, I think she's working. Um, so yeah, I don't know. You couldn't have got blocked. But yeah, ask your question again. If it was something else. Yeah, retype your question. Because I got time. I ain't gotta go nowhere till later tonight to pick up my son. Speaking of Cislo talking about the fuck. Oh child. I told this story on Facebook, but let me tell y'all too. Y'all can judge me if you want to. I don't give a damn. But just like everywhere else across the world, it's super hot up here. Today it's like 112 or something. A few days ago, matter of fact, that was the same day the baby died, and I didn't find out till like later that night. But that same day, I was feeling real sick. I had came on here live the other day, and I'm still a little clogged up. Y'all might can hear it a little, but I'm doing my best to conceal it. But I came on here a few days ago, and I was really cloggy. Excuse me. But I was sick for a few days over the weekend. And even though I was sick, it was so hot up here, like 113, 115, 116. And I knew I needed to clean off my AC in the backyard. And it's some shit you just don't want your kids to do, even though they old enough to do it, because you want to make sure the shit done right? So I tell my oldest son, who's about to go somewhere with his girlfriend, not my oldest son, my youngest son, the one who still live at home, Cam Bam. You know, he's the other moderator, by the way. But I told him, I said, Cam, I'm about to go outside. I'm about to wet this water hose, and I'm gonna crawl my ass back in the bed. Please don't lock me out. He was like, all right, Mom, we ain't gonna lock you out the house. You know, our kids are wild. We lock you out. And I'm like, all right, I'm just going outside. I told him like 3 times, like, don't lock me out. And then I could have grabbed my keys and shit, but you know, that's a long way walk to my bedroom to get my keys. So and the door was right there. I just walked out the door to get the water hose. And I'm out there spraying the water hose and everything, spraying the AC. And it's hot as hell outside. Like you can't even breathe out there. And so after I'm done, I walk up to the back door and the screen door locked. I'm like, I know this motherfucker didn't lock me out the house. So me knowing that he was about to leave, I ain't got no key. I ain't got no phone. I'm just out there with a wet hose. So me not having a key, I must have hightailed my big ass around the motherfucking house. I must have came around the house, and I have like you know how split level houses are, how they have like the attached garage. Then you walk up the stairs, then you walk up some more stairs. So it's like a little landing or whatnot. I was about to, boy, I'm telling you, I wanted to fly off of that damn, them bricks. And I'm telling you, I wanted to windmill. I wanted to karate chop. I wanted to, boy, I was going off. And my neighbor was sitting outside next door in the heat. He was sitting out there in the heat listening to some rap music. I'm like, this motherfucker crazy. But anyway, boy, I'm telling you, I wanted to round kick everybody. And I'm going off like, why the fuck would you lock me outside? And I said, I bet the front door locked too, right? And him and his girlfriend, they had the car in reverse. They were literally about to leave. And my son like, are you sure? Are you sure I locked you out? And that just set me off. So I really started cussing. I was like, why the fuck would I tell you I'm locked out? It's hotter than a bitch out. Sislo, you talking about the fuck? This heat will make you fight. This heat will make you fight. And I was like, if you don't get your ass out that motherfucking car and come unlock these goddamn doors. And then, of course, he walked up to the front door and it was locked. He was like, I didn't mean to. I forgot. I don't know how I forgot. How the fuck you forgot? I just told you 3 minutes ago, 3 times not to lock me out. But yeah, that was my the fuck moment in this heat. But I was so pissed. And I told the story on Facebook. They was like, never go outside without a phone. I know my friends like, never go outside with a phone. I'm like, Fuck y'all. This motherfucker was about to get his ass whipped. I don't care if he 20 something. I was pissed off. But anyway, then I told his brother, the one who don't live here, he was cracking up. He said, Mom, I know you was about to get in his ass. He up there just laughing. And he was like, you could have called me. I said, I ain't got no phone. I was out there with no phone. Well, you just could have walked to the neighbor's house. It's too hot. It's too hot. It's too hot, too hot, too hot. But yeah, this heat so hot. I know in a lot of places, especially way, way down south, I know y'all dealing with the extreme heat too. Melissa, Sislo, I don't know how hot it is where y'all at, but it's averaging 115 every day here. So super hot. But anyway, let me get to Summer Breeze question. I think this is the question. You said, Sislo, you said something's temporarily disconnected. Okay, hold on. Let me read this question. SB gave Pizza her flowers. Pizza went live, and the first thing she did was, Bitch, if you don't like Nina, don't come to my channel. Was that a dig at Leo? Because Leo can't stand Nina but supports Pizza. You know, I don't know. Because I don't really watch Leo. I don't really watch Leo, and no shade to Pizza. I watch Pizza sometime. I don't watch Pizza all the time. Because a lot of times Pizza, I don't know if she still does, but what I'm used to on Pizza panel is a whole bunch of chaos. And I'm too old for that shit. I'm too old. All that yelling and screaming. And I love a good back and forth. I love a good drag. I love a good kiki, a good battle. That's what the B sector is known for. But when it's 50, 11 people arguing or screaming, or somebody's microphone is 50 times louder than the other person, and the other person sound like they whispering because somebody got a goddamn mega church. You know the microphones, they got 1 million people in their church, and you can hear everything very precise and crisp. That's what it sounds like. They got a mega church microphone, and I shout. But then sometimes I go over there and it'd be a little calmer, or Pizza might be up there by herself, or they might be having a good conversation. And again, there's no shade. I don't like all that screaming and yelling. But just like people say, Shawn said that earlier. If you don't like what people is talking about, you can always turn the station, turn the channel. Yeah, good old Kojic mega church microphone. Yes. Oh shit. Whew. Good old Jimmy Swaggart. Do y'all remember Jimmy? Are y'all old enough to know who Jimmy Swaggart is? Ooh, the allegation. Good Cleflo. Why am I naming all the pastors that had bullshit attached to their name? Name a pastor that don't. Ooh, well, I don't even know. Shirley Caesar. Can we say Shirley Caesar? Never had any allegations or anything attached to her name. Good old Shirley. I don't know. But you said Decatur, Huntsville, Athens. You said, yep, I remember him. You do. Eddie Long. Ooh, Eddie Long. Eddie Long. Ooh, we ain't even gonna get on Eddie Long. May the dead rest in peace. May the dead rest in peace. Because I heard Eddie used to long stroke. Boy, I heard he used to long stroke all up and through that church. Whew. Anyway, may the dead rest in peace. Yeah, I never heard Shirley Caesar No Mess either. And I've been listening to Shirley Caesar since I was like a little bitty kid. My mother used to have her blasting on Saturday mornings when they used to play the gospel station on KCRO every Saturday morning. And they used to play all the old school. This was back in the day. And Shirley Caesar was one of my mother's favorite singers. But Jamal Bryant, Jamal Bryant. My God, today. One proud grandma said it all. My God, today, and hold that mule. What's up, Joy? Ain't none of your business. Child, we just talking about a little bit of everything over here. But you know what? Again, back to Summer Breeze. I guess she could have been talking about Leo if Leo doesn't like Nina. But again, I don't watch Leo that much. Every now and then, people be like, "Oh, Leo was over there dragging," or Leo said something about something, and then you follow the breadcrumbs and watch somebody's video. But hell, I don't like Nina. But there's a lot of people who don't like Nina, so who the hell knows? I don't know who Pizza could talking about, but you said Jimmy Swaggart, I have said, yes, the famous phrase back in the day, I have sinned. Church, I have sinned. Uh-uh-uh. Boy. Hey, Angie, you said the church was sold out for non-for-profit grants. That's why I don't attend. I get you. I get you. I don't go to church that much anymore either. I mean, I was burned out of church when I was little. And when I grew up, I strayed from the church. But then I came back because I wanted to raise my kids up in church, and I did. And then I strayed again. Not just because I didn't want to, but I was working 2 jobs and I was going to college, trying to get my kids through school. So I had so much going on. Is that an excuse for not going to church? Maybe, maybe not, depending on who you talk to. But yes, you said, I think she was saying it as a general statement. No one is forced to watch. Yeah, and that's true. Nobody is forced to watch. You said Leo drugged Nina on people. Oh, okay. Okay. So she drugged Nina on pieces. You know, okay. Everybody on here, all of y'all might like somebody that somebody says, why the fuck do you like that person? Me included. My faves. People have asked me why I can't listen to, I can't, and I just said that to some of my peeps on here. I can't listen to them. I can't, unless something really good and juicy going on, and you gotta run over there. But every one of us got at least one person that we like that somebody else is like, why the fuck? But that Nina, I will never understand what the attraction is to her. I will never understand it. Did that stop me from watching Pizza over there? Well, a lot of times when she's on, I don't watch. I'll say that. When Nina's on the panel, I just be like, I'll find somebody else to watch real quick. But that's my choice, and that's how you should do. If I'm over here and y'all don't like the fuck what I'm giving, that's your choice. Swipe left or swipe up and down, however you do it on your phone. Everybody has a choice to make. Everybody has a choice to make. So we can keep popping off about different people that we don't like or, stuff like that. But in the end, it's, oh no, Joy and Tammy Faye back. Boy, Tammy Faye back, boy. Muffy, that sounds good. I'm about to eat some okra and corn. Oh, hold up, I missed something. Somebody cooking. You said I'm back. I was here cooking lima beans and smoked turkey necks. Ooh. Smothered turkey necks sound good right now. I was watching Dovey. I like Dovey. She's a character. She's a character. And a lot of times I'll be like, I can't understand what she's saying sometimes. And a lot of times she has got caught up in some shit. She has got caught up in some shit. But I think she's okay right now, right? Is she still with her family? Dovey's family came to pick her up, right? Is she staying with her auntie, or I don't know where she's staying. I'm just glad to hear she's somewhere safe. Yeah, because it is too damn hot to be homeless. Homeless at any time of the year is bad. But in the dead of the summer, when this heat is making people drop like flies every day, Juanita buying So she done went from the water bottles. Y'all remember when the Rona started and she was selling water bottles and scarves and all kind of shit when people out here losing their jobs and in line to get food stamps, the SNAP or whatever y'all call it, and she out there trying to make a buck, taking advantage of people. I was like, so now she out there selling anointed. Hold on, hold on. Let me make sure I read that right. Hold up. Y'all see Winona buying an anointed gun. Hold up, did you say gun? Hold up, Cruiser. Hit the link, child. If you got time. If you got time today, hit the link. But you said I'm the most hated and most misunderstood. Hold on, let me go back. I'm the most hated and misunderstood, and I don't give a damn. I heard that. I heard that, and I know the background. I know the history, Miss Ben. I know the history. I know the history. There's a lot of people on here who might consider themselves misunderstood, including misunderstood. Oh, but misunderstood ain't misunderstood right anymore, right? Ain't it Pastor MU or Pastor MU? Yeah, I think misunderstood is now Pastor MU. You said water gun? You said read your last comment. Hold up. Hold up. Let me go back. Summer breeze. Okay, here we go. Let me read it.
Look, Lord, is that a banana pudding cake?
Yes, honey,
My
banana pudding
God, on
cake
today.
all day, baby.
Ooh,
I'm
Father
just
God.
making sure that's you.
Yeah, it's me. It's me greedy.
Oh,
Yeah,
child.
I don't know that she's selling them or not. I haven't really got the full story, but they said she was doing a conference recently, her latest conference, and she came out, and there's pictures all over the internet of it. But she got this what look like a water gun, but it's filled with anointing oil. Oh, you know what? I got it on my community board, I think, but it's filled with anointing oil. And
Shut
I
up.
have decided I want one. I'm gonna be spraying people all
Oh
in their
my God.
face.
Hold up. They said read my comment first. Read my comment. Okay. Let me break it down. Pizza choosing Nina or Leo. It's Pizza choosing Nina or Leo. Pizza said, bitch, if you don't like Nina, don't come to my channel. Leo has been going in on Nina. So who is more welcome? Nina or Leo? Well, I guess that would be Nina, right? But I think Nina would always win because they really like Nina. And people have dragged Nina. They done paid to get her down and all kind of stuff. And Peace of them is not letting that lady go. So I don't think there's no fight there. I think Nina would always be the last one standing. I don't know.
But she's never do is there anyone that's banned from the spaceship at
I
all?
don't know. I
I
don't.
don't
I
think
don't
there's
think
anyone that's
so.
blocked the band
Yeah,
that I
that's
know
like an
of.
open
Hmm.
platform to everybody, a free for all.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think it's really
But
a matter of making a choice or not making a choice. I just think,
did you see the art? Did you see the fight or the beef or whatever them going back and forth? They said Leo was reading or going off
I
on.
saw it. I have Nina because I've had my run-ins with Nina, and after about the third one, I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous. I think going to the same thing with somebody, and like we share bills, and like we share kids, and like we share a business. So I just blocked her and kept it going. But yeah, I saw Leo light into her real good and real nice. I enjoyed it.
Well, I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. Is it a 5 hour
It's
video?
been a while.
I need some timestamps if it's really long. But Summer Breeze
Summer
said,
breeze.
"Oh,
Uh, Summer breeze, hush, hush. I didn't think anybody was banned over there. It ain't my bias. I just don't know. You the one run around here, know every single chat, everything that's going on, every single chat, every single rule. I'm not into it like that. I thought the spaceship was open. I thought it was an open platform. I thought it was anybody that could come and go as they please. I'm not in there every single day, every waking minute, every single thing. So if it's changed, my bad. Thank you for correcting me. It ain't
Somebody
my
said
chat.
Nina
It ain't my live. I can tell you what's going on in mine.
should. Somebody said Nina
Be
should
trying to punk
disappear.
me. I don't know why. And I let it ride, let it ride, let it ride, let it ride till it hit me. Wait a minute. Are they punking me? Because I don't pay people that much attention. I really don't.
And again, I don't watch pizza every day or every video, and I don't watch Leo's every video. And like I said, I don't really care for Nina. So usually when she's on the panel, I find somewhere else to go.
Me
But
too.
that's just me. But Bennett said, I know Cruiser don't like me because her bike is better. She said her bike is better than yours.
You know what? I had to drive. You know what? I looked at her bike the other day, and the only thing I had to admit to Rose, that the only thing, and it's a spider, the only thing that she has over my bike is the lights. Her her detailing is better than mine. I'm gonna admit it. But she don't have no lights. Get some lights on that bike, and I don't think she has sound like I do. Rose always trying to compete with me.
I need to go watch that. Somebody else, Sislo said it's on Stop Lying. Oh no, Melissa said it's over there on Stop Lying TV also. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. I definitely am because I love a good read and roast. Honey. But Just Blaze said, shit. Pizza definitely told me not to come to the spaceship after I snatched them baby hairs. Who might as well have banned me. I don't go where I'm not appreciated.
Let me ask you something, and this I need somebody to fill me in.
Okay, go ahead.
Is Summer Breeze, is she like a troll or is she serious?
I don't know.
Is,
I seen Summer
is she
Breeze in here
serious?
a few times, but I don't know. Summer Breeze, are you a troll? I don't know.
Is she like trolling? Because if she trolling, then I got a sense of humor. But she's serious.
I don't know if she's a troll or not.
'Cause I don't like to feel punked. I don't think nobody do.
Cruiser came from TLCC and acting like she ain't a doctor. What? Oh, they got a problem with the cruiser? Okay, don't come
There's a
over
new
here.
rumor. There's a new rumor out that I dox, but nobody can say who I dox. Nobody can bring a
Oh,
video.
I saw that. Okay,
Yeah,
cruiser. I saw you say that. Yeah.
nobody can show the video. Nobody can show anything. But you know how monkey see, monkey do. You know, one person said, don't need no evidence, no proof, no nothing. Ain't got to see it yourself. You just repeat it like a parrot. It's brainless activity.
You know what? I saw you say that, and I didn't know where it had came from, but I was watching you. I was in your chat. Was that this morning?
Yeah, that was this morning
Okay,
when
that
I
was
was
this
talking
morning.
about
I
it.
was in the chat, and
Hmm.
you said something about people call me docs, but they don't have no proof. And I'm like, what they talking about? So now that what they saying? Like you used to
Yeah,
do
as
that?
long as I've been around here, I would think that if that was so, it would have been out by now. I would think, um, you know, or and basically they're getting it from something I said myself. But sometimes people repeat stuff without having a full understanding. So,
But even
um,
if you was in TSCC, I mean, I wasn't part of TSCC, but I was always there watching. And a lot of times, Melissa
everybody
would have her
was,
chats on members only, or she would have her chat on some shit.
everybody
Like a lot
was.
of people couldn't always type in her chat, or if you weren't real TSCC or something, you couldn't type in her chat. So a lot of times, I just watched because I wasn't TSCC, so I was just how it is. And so, but I watched like almost every single show that she's ever done in the past. And when she even came back, she aired some people out, but I ain't heard nothing about you.
Yeah,
And she hasn't
and
aired
that's the thing. That's the thing. There was a episode or episode. I'm acting like it's a TV show. There was a live early on where I was mentioned, and
but
that would
I
give
don't
people
remember her saying
that would give
anything
people
about
all that would answer their questions that they've been asking for years. But we're gonna just act like that whole clip
yeah,
didn't
because I
happen.
don't remember hearing something about Dotson.
Yeah,
But
and no, and nothing. And it mentioned nothing doxing. It really would have answered the question of was I TSCC. There was VS was talking to someone,
uh-huh.
and there was something said. But again, people can go back and look for it because it don't matter what I say. It don't matter that Brianna got on here and said it. Don't matter that VS did a video years ago herself saying it. It doesn't matter. People when people want to come after you for some reason, they will, and they will just make it up. They'll just make it up and keep it going. Like I said, like a parrot, just keep on repeating something. Like, she just said that I doxed Larry Nelson. Larry Nelson was already here in beefing when I got to the beef sector.
Yeah.
When I got to the beef sector, me and Bonnie was introduced by Nate Carter. We were introduced to each other, and that whole thing was already going on. But again, when people are searching for something and they can't find anything, they can't get you with any of your truth, then they just make it up, just to keep going, just to keep going. And you know what? At this, a lot of things I just don't correct because if you do, it doesn't make a difference for you to correct it. And at the end of the day, it doesn't make a difference. In comparison, and you will be able to identify what I'm going to say. In comparison to what we go through when we turn off the social media,
Yeah.
this crap on here ain't worth no stress, honey,
It's
at
not.
all,
I don't like to
at
have
all.
stress, and that's why
So
I enjoy the B sector. But I'm not one to just come on here and just beef and argue and fight because I like peace in my home and outside of my home.
oh my
The
God!
only
Now I was
way
on
I'm
her.
gonna
Now
fight
now
is
now I was
I
on her
know how
pay.
to
Now
fight.
now VS was paying me. Not only was I
Oh,
over
where
there,
you
she
see
was
that?
paying me.
Hold up. Somebody said you was getting paid. Hold up. How much was you
I was
getting
getting
paid an hour?
paid.
Was it about an hour? Or was it like what? How was it? Monthly? Was it
How often was I getting paid, Summer Breeze, and how
salary?
much was I getting?
Was it in cash apps? Was it in
Yeah,
Target
she
gift
said, what
cards? Was it in?
what was going on back then?
Let me know. I need a part time job.
It's, it's so ridiculous.
Oh
So
wow.
ridiculous.
But somebody that was Miss Sislo. She said I remember Nate. I remember Larry Nelson when he did get I think somebody called his job or he got fired from his job. I remember when his wife jumped on here and she was looking crazy. Like some of the stuff that happened back in the day, I just could not believe. I'm like, he really got your ass up here talking about he can't get it up. And he can't girl, I still remember that shit. See, that's some old shit that unless
Hmm.
you were there, you just had to have been there.
Yeah. You-
But yeah, I mean, hey, I don't know what happened, what you did, what you didn't do, but I guess, like you said, if there can't nobody prove it, shoot, well,
And
I,
and it doesn't even matter. Even if somebody, if it, like I said, if it comes to people's face and they look right at it and see that it ain't so, they're going to keep
yeah,
repeating it because they think that it affects me somehow. They think that it bothers me
okay.
somehow.
Well,
So they keep saying it so that I can be bothered. And I don't even know why you want me to be bothered. I've never had any. I don't even know who Summer Breeze. Hold on.
yeah, your
Even know
volume just went
who
down.
Breeze
Oh, you
is.
back.
I
You
have
back.
no idea who Summer Breeze is. I've never had any engagement with Summer Breeze. I don't even know that. And that's what gets me. These people know me. I have no idea who they are.
Child, I don't even to me, everybody on here is an avatar. That's how we started on this conversation tonight, by the way, was asking y'all how y'all feel about all the avatars and people not showing themselves anymore and people having a problem with it. But that's why I said everybody on here is an avatar to me. But QI, hey, what's up, QI? QI said Summer Trees is a babe. Oh, okay. Babe Nation. Okay. All right. Well, this is Hood Nation over here. But now who the heck? Wait a minute. Oh, hold on. Let me go back. None of Bennett said, "Whatever happened to Val the Southern Belle?" Oh, Val the Southern Belle. I don't know.
I have seen her around, like maybe dropping. It hasn't been in the last couple of years, I guess, but I have seen her like in a comment or something like that. I can't remember where,
Oh, okay.
which
Yeah.
lets me know that sometimes she may, come back and forth every
Yeah,
now
I
and then.
think I see her like every blue moon, but it's random. It's random. Hershey said, my question is Nina paying pizza to let her on the panel to say so right? See, again, that's why I say a lot of people on here, every one of us likes somebody that somebody would give a side eye to. But Nina, I always give a side eye to her. But that's just me. I mean, they keep her over there for a reason. Some people that think they just keep her over there for the numbers. But I think even without Nina over there, Pizza would still be getting numbers. So for the chaos, because she's controversial. You know what I mean? And they be over there. It be a lot of chaos on the panel. That's just what they like over there. So some people think that's why Nina is really over there. Not that they really like her, but I don't know. That's just the word on the curve. But okay. QI said most of these CC's docs, are we going to act like some of y'all favorites are innocent? Oh, you know what?
Well,
A lot of people here
there's
have
somebody
docs.
right there who can answer the question.
Yeah,
Right
a lot
there.
of people have docs.
Wait a
And
minute now. QI, I know you lying. And happy birthday, by the way, because you're a Leo, so that means you had a birthday at some point between July and August. I know you lying, QI. Couldn't be. I know you lying. I know she's not calling me a doxer, and
I
she over there supporting one of the number one head doxers. I
know.
know you lying.
There's the stanky link. If anybody wants to jump on the link, and not to attack Cruiser, because that ain't
Okay, yeah.
that's
I
really
mean,
go down
unless
if
you
we
ain't want
talk
that,
about
unless you
that.
don't like that trouble on your chat, they can come
No,
on.
I'm just saying we don't do
Uh,
all that attack over here. We have
mm-hmm.
grown up
Y'all
conversations.
have grown up. Okay.
Yeah, it's the hood table, but we do have some type of order.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, but back to that question with Hershey. Yeah, a lot of people do have faves that do dots. And I've said it so many times on here before, but I'll say it again. I like who I like. I like who I like. I like people who don't like each other. I like people who can't stand each other. But I know how to be neutral. And I know I have heard people, Cruiser, you can tell me how you feel about this, but I done heard people say, oh, you can't be neutral here. You can't be neutral here. I've been doing it very well for over 5 years.
Yeah.
I have friends that
I
I have been
most
friends
definitely
with.
think you can.
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
there's no friends on YouTube. I have friends that I
yeah.
have been friends with for over 5 years outside of YouTube. We talk on the phone, all that kind of stuff. And there are people on here that we don't like that each other do like. And it's never
Mm-hmm.
been an issue, never been a problem. I know how to stay in my lane. If somebody's getting dragged and they somebody I like, I know how to stay in my lane. I know how to, and it goes both ways.
Yeah.
Like that's between y'all.
Exactly.
Between y'all.
I do this thing where I say I'm turning my chair to the wall.
Yep, yep. T.S. Madison did that shit the other day. Oh, that just reminded me of that when she was talking about one of her jobs that she had a meeting with one of her supervisors who was trying to fire her. She said she turned all the way around and faced the wall, and the man was like, "Timothy." But yes, oh my gosh. But somebody said I can't with her. I will come back. The unfiltered. You can't with who? The unfiltered who? Was he talking about Summer Breeze or was he talking about somebody else? I don't know. But anyway, Michi, wait a minute. Hold on, where'd my chat go? Hold on, I thought my chat was people under different trolls. Do we got trolls in here, QI? Is this the real QI? This gotta be the real QI. Because I think that's your actual name. QI Real Stud Women Empowerment. That is the real QI, right? I'm just trying to make sure I get
Child, now you don't know who's who.
no, because they talking about trolls on the troll pages, so I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
But Proud Grandma said BT very hot. The power went out for a couple of hours. Oh, she talking about the heat. Yeah, it's real hot. Y'all stay cool out there for real though, like real shit. Nika had to give up Olivia's phone number to get in. What did you sacrifice? Oh boy, that's back to the Dawson child.
Mm-hmm.
Anika, I heard Demetria say earlier. Demetria was in the chat earlier, but I heard her say earlier she got something for Nika. Like I don't know what the background, because I'm sorry, but I cannot watch everybody. I try my hardest to watch, my faves and other people, but I can't keep up. And I don't know what's up with I don't know why them two really don't, or why. I don't know. She said Demetria said she owe Nika cursing out. But and she said she owes Shawn too. Hey, a view's a view. Hey, beautiful.
A
I can't
few,
remember if I said
hey,
hi, but
views of you.
yes, we love us some a view, and her coloring and her crayons. But
Oh
I
yes, absolutely. HTX is more than a few. It's absolutely more than a few people. And I've been around here since somewhere around 2018. So
yeah, I've been here for the grip, for the grip. Nita was being very disrespectful to Leo and her child. Oh, she was talking about Leo's child. Leo jumped on the panel to confront her. Nina was saying some things about Soulish, and Leo dragged her, but the same woman who I think she continued somewhere. Nina's the same woman that sat on Nika panel and called us. I remember that. I remember that. I remember that. Yep. That's why. That's why I was like, man, she be saying some racist stuff, but hey, that ain't my panel. You
yeah,
ain't
she
gotta tell me not to come over there if I don't like Nina. That ain't my panel. If I don't like something, I just move right along, and that's whoever panel it is. I just mind my business. Mind my business. Did I get all the older comments? All right, let me get back to the newer comments. Hey everybody, y'all see seven done sent the police. What? Hold up, Machiavelli. Hold up, Cruiser. They said seven did what? Seven done sent the police. Hold on, you gotta explain some more, Machiavelli. Explain some more. Because VS was on her live earlier today. She did say she was doing commentary on Shawn Bradley's orientation B sector live, which I thought was really good, by the way. Both of their videos, by the way. But she was talking about how she went to the police. She had a Zoom this morning. She even showed us a picture of the Zoom meeting. She said basically she got all her ducks in a row. She said what she did was probably not right as far as recording, but I guess she felt like she should record. Yeah, that's VS. But she did say that it's now left up to official and his wife to pursue further charges or whatever as far as the recording, the things that Seven might have said that we heard on the recording, or so I don't know if there's going to be any more charges. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I did my little commentary on Seven Official and uh VS, and I did get my little documents down to the court, down to the LA courthouse, which is available to the public, by the way. Now, Seven did say on her channel, the hood table, be careful who you mingling with, or something like that. And I'm like, I ain't did shit wrong.
mhm.
I
You
got
got
some
a chill
public
says that
information.
VS and Reed said that's a lie.
I got some public information from the courthouse. So what did I do wrong? The same way I paid for Tasha K's and Carter B's docs and brought that on here to y'all and did commentary. The same way I put the docs on here for Larry Reed against the boys who was making them accusations. The same docs that I got from Tasha K. Yeah, Tasha K's assistant emailed me those docs because I asked for them and they said, here you go. Tasha K will send you some documents, girl. But anyway, and that was after the shit with her and Cardi. But anyway, if it's public information, it's public information. And the shit that I talked about on here with Seven was only about her having her restraining order denied. But the other lady had her restraining order. I think she can't go near official for 2 years and a gag order or something like that. But the 90-page documents, I ain't mentioned nothing out of there. And it's a lot of
Oh,
information.
did you say you read the documents? Did I hear that
Yeah,
right?
I read the documents. I ordered them from the courthouse. I didn't read it online. Not
Right,
90
for
pages. The
yourself.
only thing I read online was because it's public information again.
Hmm.
But the only thing I did talk about online specifically was the 2-page document of her having her restraining order denied.
Oh, she tried to get a counter one
She tried to get a counter restraining order because they call her job.
because people say they go both ways. That's not even a legal. term, but
What do you mean?
there is no such thing.
What do you mean?
If I get a restraining order on you, okay, and the court grants it,
Mm-hmm.
then there is no court ordering me to stay away from you. There's a
No.
order, a court order for you to stay away from me. It does
Right.
not
And
go
that's
both
why
ways,
some
and
people
that's why
try.
people try to get one themselves.
Well, they usually do that
Mhm.
because, like, okay, like that's the main thing we were talking about when I was talking about her restraining order was because we saw like excuse me, the reason why I didn't get those 90-page documents from Fisher and his wife was because I felt like I ain't paying for this shit because
Mhm.
Seven, everything she did, she told us what she did. We saw it with our own eyes what she was doing and what her threats and everything. We saw it. So there was no need for me to order that. So I had just got the 2-page document about her restraining order being denied. And I did discuss that because I was like appalled and amazed that she would file a restraining order against them after all she
Well,
did
some people.
online to
Let me tell you
them.
why some people they're advised to do that, even if
And
the
I
other
get
person.
it. But
Huh?
I get it. But like to the judge, that was like, really, bitch?
Well, see what happens is, and I've known of this to happen. Somebody get a restraining order against somebody, right? Because they're bothering them, and but they want something worse to have happened to them just than just a mere restraining order. So the order says again, if I got a restraining order against you, you can't come within whatever feet there is uh, away from me. But there's nothing stopping me from coming within a certain feet away from you. So let's
And
say if I
that's when
do,
it becomes void, though. Just like Cicelo said in the chat, that's when it becomes void. If I put a restraining order
well,
against Cruiser and I'm always showing up at your house and I'm showing up at your job and all this
it,
doing
it,
that,
it
blah blah blah.
would if the person goes back. But what
Yeah, if
I
they
have
go back and
seen,
tell what you're doing,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, what I had seen someone did, and this was a while ago on the military. We was on this happened on Fort Houston. It was a soldier who got a restraining order against this girl he was dating. She couldn't even be on post unless he brought her on as a guest, right? So he went and got a restraining order on her, and she wasn't supposed to come on post. And she got a restraining order against him. Excuse me, she got a restraining order against him. He was in. She couldn't really even come on post unless he let her on. So he was in. She got a restraining order against him. Okay. So they told him, stay whatever other feet away from her, stay away from her. And he was like, I'm not bothering her, Oh. So he didn't get one against her. She came on post and was within the reach of him. And she kept saying, ain't no restraining order against me. They can't stop me. Then she called the MPs and had him locked up and said he's within 100 feet of me. So he had to prove, first of all, she wasn't supposed to be on post because she ain't, nobody invited her on. How did she get on here and blah, blah, blah. But he had to do a lot to get up out of that. And it seems like it sounds strange, don't it? When we was watching it all go down, it was very strange, but it happens. And that's why a lot of people say, well, let me go ahead and get a restraining order too. So they'll stay away from me so they don't come around my house and then call the police and say they're breaking the restraining
Yeah.
order.
Because that's what's
That honestly happened. Y'all look it up. I'm sure she wasn't the only person who's ever done that. I'm sure there's some other people
oh
who
no.
pulled that same mess.
I know people. I know people personally. Like a girlfriend will file a restraining order on a dude. I've seen this personally in my own eyes, with my own eyes, in my own city. And the next day they over there laid up with the nigga. Then as soon as they get into an argument, I'm a call. But you know
Right.
what? I had to place a restraining order on somebody. I had told y'all about this story before when some dude had burned my clothes. He had set my clothes on fire, excuse me, on a barbecue grill on our patio. But anyway, we had broke up because he was cheating. And then he had broke into our apartment because I was young and I didn't think to change my locks because he was never violent. And when I say never violent, it's not one of those, well, you didn't see no signs. No, he was the sweetest, loving, never hit me, never yelled, never argued. He was all that, except for he cheated. And so he cheated on me, and I broke up with him and kicked him out of our apartment. And so I never thought to change the locks. I just never had a reason to. Well, I thought. And so when I started messing around with some other guy, he found out. And in the middle of the night when I was asleep, he broke in, grabbed a butcher knife while I was asleep, grabbed a butcher knife from the kitchen, snatched me out of bed while I was asleep, and held me at knife point for like an hour or so. And basically, he didn't cut me to where it was like, life or death, but I did have cuts and scratches and all that kind of stuff and bruises. The nigga went haywire. Like it was like something I never seen before and something I would have never thought he would do. But he was throwing everything at me from the speakers to everything he could. You know how kids get in trouble and the parents be like, I hit you with whatever in reaching distance. Like he was tearing me up. And I'm like literally sleep, like days, like drooling still, still got slobber on my mouth. So the shit was like a shock to me, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So anyway, police finally came. The very next day, while all my family is out looking for this nigga, all the thugs in the family, all my ride or dies, they out looking for this nigga. I go down to the courts and I press a restraining order. But the thing was, we both worked at the same job. We worked at the same job. It was a telemarketing here in Omaha. And so they went to the job. They served him at work. And basically they told us we had to stay within, since we worked in the same job, they said we could only stay like 100 yards or 100 feet. Or basically the way the job handled it was they separated us as much as they can, as far away as they can on the call floor. But we had to take lunches at separate times. We had to take breaks at separate times. And if he tried any interaction with me, they would fire him, like on the spot, because of the court order. So that was really weird because I'm like, if I come in the door and this nigga is like 20 feet away, I literally would have to wait till he get on the elevator. Like I couldn't just come up to him just because he ain't supposed to be near me. You know what I mean? So I also couldn't break it, or you know what I mean? Like people do that shit. They'll put a restrainer on somebody, then they'll try to get them in trouble by coming to them. So yeah, I wasn't trying to, do all that because I wanted my restraining order to stay, stay in place. But anywho, but that nigga was crazy. He was crazy. Then he went on to the military. He went on to the military in London. Didn't hear from that nigga for years. Like when I had my first son, after I had my first son, he called me out the blue from London, threatening to murder me. After we ain't talked in years. That's supposed to be my son. That's my motherfucking son. That's what my dad said. Yep. Everybody about to be strapped up in your shit. Come borrow my shit until you get your shit. Because like my family don't play that shit. My family don't play. My cousins, he said he was on his way home because his mom was dying. So I knew he was coming back to Omaha soon. He knew where I lived. I didn't know where he lived. I mean, it was like I had like bodyguards like walking me to work, walking me to my car, everything. It was crazy for a long time. And then years later, he hit me up on Facebook and inboxed me and apologized for everything. So I ain't had no issues with this fool in like 8, 9, 10 years, or longer. But yeah, he like totally went from just the sweetest guy in the world to the craziest motherfucker you could ever meet. But yeah, that shit was crazy. But as far as 7 and VS, I know that somebody said in the chat. I'm going back up to read the comments. Machiavelli said, at the end of the day, 7 needs to leave that shit alone. And I agree. Because I didn't been with dudes where, you know how you so in love, just so in love, and they cheat on you or break up with you, and I'm like, well, fuck you then, nigga. Bye. I ain't never been the girlfriend to put sugar in the tanks to slash tires, and I might have been around some females who did the shit, might have been there for support. But me personally, I never done that.
Yeah, that's
so all the shit that she did to this guy and his wife, I'm just looking like, really? And y'all only known each other for a few months intimately? Damn, I hate to see what happened if y'all was together for a year or so.
Yeah, that's a bit. Are you able to hear me? Because I switched over to my car.
Oh yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
Okay. Yeah, that's a bit too much. I've never been. I don't want to say in love because I don't know whether that's love, but I've never experienced that before. I know women who have, but I've never felt like the need to slash any tires, bust any windows, or any of that stuff. I just move on. I had a boyfriend once. This was when I was younger. The little boyfriend. I was 15 to 16 years old, and he was one of the ones that like introduced you to his family, and his grandmother knew me and stuff. So his grandmother called me one day and said that he had a baby, by another girl. He had a child when he was about 15 or 16 years old, and she told me that he was over at her house, you know. And I was thinking, okay, well, maybe he's picking up his son. She was like, no, he's been over there, for hours, blah, blah, blah. She just, the grandmother just telling on him. So I said, well, thank you for telling me. Thank you for letting me know. So when he called me later on, I told him, I said, I know you was over there at your baby mother's house, and that's fine because that's your son's mother. But I don't, I don't want to be in this relationship no more. I don't like stuff like that, and I'm cool on that. The grandmother called me and wanted to go off. Asked me what kind of girlfriend was I. I guess she thought I was gonna get out there and fight for him or something. I was like, nope. My parents got 4 daughters, and they ain't raised none of us to fight for no man. Ain't gonna happen.
I have never ever fought over a guy. Never. And like I said, I'd have had every guy that I've ever been with. Excuse me, not to say he was rich or balling, but every guy I've ever been with took care of me. Bills, clothes, shoes, jewelry, hair did, nails did, everything did, but it was reciprocated, you know what I mean? It wasn't like I was just, a trophy or something like that. But, you know, they took care of me. They were nice. They were, stuff like that. But usually when I broke up, it was because niggas just don't know how to keep their shit in their pants. That's just real shit. But I never acted like that over any dude. The only time I got close to getting into a fight with a female was when my youngest son, because I got two boys by two different guys, years apart. And so my youngest son, his dad was with some lady, and they had went out of town. It was the dead of winter. They had went out of town, took my baby because he gets my baby every other weekend when he was little. He's like 22 almost now. But at the time, he got him every other weekend, and we would split the holidays. And the lady, her family was out of town. I think it was Thanksgiving, something like that. And it was like 2 hours away. And they brought him home without his coat. His brand new coat that I just purchased. And it's Omaha. It's winter. So it'd be cold in the Midwest, right? And he had a brand new coat because his other coat had got too small. I think the zipper broke. That's what happened. The zipper broke, and so I bought him a brand new coat. And so they brought him home without no coat. And I'm like, hold up, where's my baby coat? Oh, I left it. And it was a white girl, by the way. And she was like, just saying, because I'm about to talk like her. Oh, I left the hoe. I'm sorry, but maybe we can go get it Saturday or Monday, or I'll bring it back to you as soon as I get back. Or, she was giving me all this excuses. And I was like, bitch, if you don't go back to where the fuck you came from and get my son's coat. And she was like, well, he doesn't have another coat. I mean, gosh, like, what? You know how white girls, she's, okay, real Valley girl. Okay, real Valley girl.
Where was the
You know what I'm
father?
saying? And
Where was his father at?
he was up there like, well, we'll get it.
Because I would have been arguing with her. I would have been
I'm
like,
arguing with her because he wanted to go though. She didn't want to go, and he wanted to go because he already know how I am. I mean, we've been knowing me and this nigga been knowing each other since junior high, high school, and we dated years later. So he already know how I am and how I am about my kids. And so I'm like, y'all need to go get my. Well, this is her car. She don't want to go. What you want me to do? And it's just this big old argument. I was like, okay, I know where you work, bitch. I know where you work. I will come and I will destroy your shit while you on the clock. I was just saying everything, and she know I meant that shit. He know I meant that shit just from our history. Okay, and I told that story before too. So let me tell you, early in the morning, probably about 4 o'clock in the morning, I get a ring on the doorbell, and I go outside and I look on the porch, and there's my son coat.
I know that's right.
Drove the 2+ hours back to her family's house and drove all the way back to Omaha to bring me my son's coat because my son's father must have really got in her head like this bitch is not playing.
Yeah.
You need to go get my son's coat.
And I'll tell you what, if I was her, I would have never spoke to him again because your son is your responsibility, not mine.
Right, and they
You
could
know,
even
so
bought the
you
coat.
make sure that your son has have everything. You
Girl,
know,
my kids had everything when they was growing
that's what I'm saying. You know, with if
up.
I'm with
All them
somebody,
guys take care of
if
them.
I'm with somebody, which I don't date folks with
Yeah,
children, especially not at my age, but be like, no, don't be depending on me to make sure your kid have, left and packed everything and got everything they supposed to. You do that.
exactly. And I was going off on both of them. Trust and believe I was.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, my sons, they weren't spoiled and I wasn't rich. But I worked really hard to make sure they had, things I didn't have and play sports and all that shit. And their fathers did too. Like every other shoe, we took turns. Okay, nigga,
Hmm.
he wants them 175 LeBrons. It's your turn. So it was like, we took care of the kids together. And they could have just bought him a coat, but see, the next day we was going to church at like 9 in the morning. So I was like,
Right.
this. I'm like, oh, say, so we gotta just stay home till y'all get him another coat, or till y'all, it was a big old. That was the
Hmm.
only time I ever
And then I would have been angry
was
that
gonna
he was
crack
even
on
outside
my
with it cold without a coat. That would have pissed me off too.
and it gets cold here in Omaha. It gets cold in this motherfucker in the wintertime. So yeah, I was gonna get I what? I mean, and I was surprised though, even though I made threats and shit. I was surprised. I was like, "Fuck, like, this bitch broke my son's car." All right, yeah, I still got it. I still got it. Hey. Cause I was a mess back in the day, y'all. I was a mess back in the day. I would turn up. They used to call me Taz. I done said that on here before. My friends will tell you, my Friday night crew that's here from Omaha, that bitch, don't fuck with that bitch. That's Taz over there. 2.5 seconds, she on your ass. But yeah, I'm not that same person anymore. You grow up and
Yeah,
you mature, you have a
you
lot
gr-
more patience.
yeah, you get older and you get wiser
ain't
and
just fight like that
more
anymore.
disciplined. Yeah.
Yeah. But I was
Hmm.
it's like real quick. Like the shit, that's why I said I don't be beefing on here and all that shit. Because I never argued in real life. Like what? You said what now? We all that arguing back and forth and shit. Bitch, please. I don't do all that arguing back and forth and stuff. No, we fought. We fought. But yeah, Joy outside with a command. Man, church on Sunday, school on Monday. My son need a motherfucking coat, and I ain't about to buy him another one. I just bought it. Fuck that shit. But yeah, y'all just
Yeah,
just don't even know. I was a bad kid back in the day. I was wild. But
I'll argue
yeah,
with somebody now, one or two times, but it ain't gonna be no over and over and over and over. And after a while, I'll be like, okay, that's it, that's done, that's
yeah,
all.
and that's what I be like. Y'all be
Hmm.
on here. I trust me. I love the B sector, and I love the drags and stuff. I love the drags, but sometimes I just be like, damn,
Yeah,
y'all
if it's just,
still going
for
on?
me, if it's the same person, it's obvious, evidently we don't get along. We ain't getting along, and move it on. But
Mm-hmm.
it's one thing to talk a little trash here and there, back and forth. Like me and what's her name, the one that say smash it. People,
Oh,
I
damn,
can't
what
think of
the
her name.
fuck is her name? The one who was like for the kids, don't drag the kids or
Yeah,
don't
don't try to
drag
kids.
the kids.
Me and her go back and forth, and people take it seriously, but we're like kind of joking with each other. Something like that, I'm cool with. But like today, that's why I said let me determine
Trish,
today whether
but
Summer
Trish,
Breeze is trolling, joking with me, or whether she's real serious, so I can see if I could just go ahead and block her. I'm not going to be keep going back and forth with people I don't know.
yeah, Trish. That's what they talking about. Shush,
Yeah,
Trish. Yep,
Trish. Yeah.
yep. But you right,
I
you
ain't going
are.
back and forth with folks I don't know. We don't pay bills together. We ain't raising kids together. We don't own business together. I'm not doing that.
You right, I used to fight everywhere from the hood to the church house. Everywhere. I got kicked out of church one time. I got banned from church several times. I mean, I was bad.
Oh, you was a rough
I was
customer, huh?
bad.
Over there in Omaha. You the only second black person I ever known from Omaha. We had
Bro, and I still can't believe y'all still think people like okay, I'm not saying that you don't believe black people live here, but we still hear that to this day.
yeah,
Oh
and
my
that's
God,
what
black people live in
the other
Omaha.
person I knew, he was stationed where we was. His name was Terry Howard. He was stationed when we was in Virginia. And he said, it's a lot of people. It's I mean, it's
There's
a
so many black people here.
yeah.
Where it's like a little Atlanta. It's so many black people. You walk out the door and they're everywhere. And I'm talking to them like they aliens. They are everywhere. Like
Well,
everywhere.
depending on where you live, the only thing that's really, like depending on where you're in the world you live. I know in North Carolina, the only thing that's made us know Omaha or hear the word hear the city of Omaha is Mutual of Omaha. Those commercials back in the
And
day.
Union Pacific and Conagra. We
Well,
have a
the
lot of
the main commercial
big
was
companies.
that main commercial was Mutual of Omaha.
And the Wild Kingdom. Remember the Wild
The
Kingdom?
Wild Kingdom. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's
Yeah.
the only way you really knew about. So when we,
That's why people didn't think
mhm,
black people live here because they would see the Wild Kingdom come on every Saturday.
every Saturday, my dad used to
They
watch that old boring mess.
saw elephants and
Them doggone
kangaroos.
Mutual Omaha commercials. So when I met Terry, I said, "You from where?"
Man, I'm telling you,
Mhm.
I've been hearing that shit since I started working for telemarketing as a teenager. The first time I got a telemarketing job, because we used to be the telemarketing capital of the world, right? Because we smack dab in the middle of the United States, right? Smack dab. And so my first few telephone calls, it didn't take long before somebody, you mean to tell me there's black people in Omaha? Yeah, we here. How may I help you? Because they can just tell from your sound of your voice, like, are you black? I mean, it's always the white people, but then it would be black people too. Talking about, oh my God, it'd be the gangsters. Oh my God, yeah, black people, for real, nigga, for real. And I'll be like, yeah, we here, we ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. Is
Oh,
it okay for me to answer Summer Breeze? She said
girl,
that
I
she
just,
said that I can criticize folk, but you don't. I don't. I have never criticized you, Summer Breeze, because I don't know you, and that's the point. Me and Trish Smash It, we know each other, but I don't know you, and you just every time I see you, you just come for me, and I'm like, who is she? What did I do to her? And where we know each other from? Is she playing with me? So no, it's
well,
not a
I
matter
definitely
that I
would
can
like a
dish it,
little
but I can't take
background.
it. Nobody's going to sit around and just every time they see somebody, this person just coming for them for no reason. That
And
doesn't
that's
make any
why,
sense.
some people might think you might be a troll because like you've been coming for her ever since she dropped down in the chat.
Right. And I
Like,
hadn't
what's the
said
background? What's
anything
your
to
history,
her.
Sister
I've
Breeze? Let's
never
know
said
your
anything to Summer Breeze. I've seen her say little things to me before, and I usually forget, like, okay, she don't like me. I don't remember why. And so, so this time I said, well, okay, it's just a few people here. Let me just kind of ask her, are you teasing me? Because if you're teasing me, okay. But
I
if you're
don't
not, if
know.
you're
But
serious,
see,
then let me just kind of back off of that because nobody in their
so
right
y'all never
mind,
had a beef
why
before?
would I be okay with that? That
Y'all
would
never
make
had a
sense for me
beef?
to be okay with it.
Y'all never had a beef before?
I've never, I don't even know Summer Breeze. Never had a beef, never engaged with each other, none of that. To my knowledge, not any of that.
Okay. Well, Summer Breeze, we're gonna quit trolling. Okay, quit harassing the panel guests, please and thank you.
Yeah,
I
now
think
she's kind
I
of, you've
think
been here
I think
five
you got
years and
the
you just
point
come out of
across.
your box. Have I come out of my box on you though? That's a whole
Yeah,
difference. If I'm
I
talking
think
to
you
somebody
got.
else, you need to mind your own business.
All right, I think you got
But
your point
anyway, I'm gonna
across,
leave it. I'm gonna leave it
Summer
alone. I know
Breeze.
I'm your panel. People
Oh,
are funny.
QI said something. Breeze said that admitted to being a Nation #1 troll.
But what they have to do with me and her? That has nothing to do with. I still don't get it. I don't get it.
Well,
But anyway,
I ain't seen nobody come so hard at somebody before. But anywho,
anyway,
Barbara said, "Oh,
I'm gonna go back in the chat because I'm driving, so I don't be
all right, well,
yelling
go
on you.
back in the chat. Be careful out there. Thanks for jumping on the panel." But yeah, what was I about to say? Oh, QI, the stakes is everything. That's one of the telemarketers that I used to work at back in the day. Omaha Steaks. I did get fired though. I did get fired because I was not a good seller. They had me calling people trying to sell some steaks. Child, as good as Omaha Steaks food is, and the discounts when you work there, oh my God, the discounts are amazing. The filet mignons, amazing. Amazing. But trying to sell that stuff, that high ass shit, man, unless you calling somebody who's rich and they just like, sure, let me get my credit card. Honey, how much do you want? How many steaks do we need this time? We throwing that party next month. What, 25, 30? I'm like, but if you just calling some regular people who might have just ordered once or twice, they like, I ain't buying that shit. I'll call you when I need you. It was hard selling them damn steaks. And yeah, I got fired. It is super high, but that shit is so good. But yeah, we are like the beef capital of the world too, child. We used to have so many packing houses back here in the day. It was a packing house like South Omaha. South Omaha, I live in North Omaha. North Omaha is where most of the black people live. South Omaha got a mixture of blacks, whites, Hispanics, Puerto Ricans, Africans. It's just a melting pot in South Omaha. And it used to be like a million packing plants over there. And as soon as you hit that interstate and you enter South Omaha from North Omaha, the stank just hits you dead in the face and damn near knock you out the window of your car. Like, it was so many packing houses here back in the day. Crazy. And then my stepdad, that's all he did. He worked for packing houses for years until he got older and retired. But we used to get the best meats, the best cuts every holiday. They would give their employees like, just turkeys, hams, steaks, all kind of shit. So it came with a lot of benefits from the packing house. But whew, boy, South Omaha used to smell like, ooh, shit. If you lived in South Omaha, you was very strong because that smell just sitting outside on your porch knock you the fuck out. But yeah, anywho, Barbara said I had them once, and hold on, I had them once, and that was one time too many. Not a fan, no shade. Oh no, hey, everything ain't for everybody. Everything ain't for everybody. Everything, no shade here, no shade here. But you said I wish I knew someone that works in a packing house now. Man, we still got a few packing houses here. Don't get me wrong, we still got a few. Then there's some over in Iowa and Council Bluffs. My stepdad used to work over there too. Back in the day, that was just like, one of the things. That was an easy place to get a job at the packing house. They needed so many people. I mean, they used to hire illegals and all kind of shit, back in the day. But anybody could get a job at the packing house. Anybody. So if you needed a job, hit apply. But yeah, so I know hold on. QI says she is a foot soldier. I react on your criticism to other folk. It's just commentary. I don't have a beef with you. Oh, this is for Cruiser. I like Cruiser. I mean, I know people say she might have done some doxing back in the day. I don't know that for sure. I ain't never doxed nobody. Besides getting court documents on certain content creators over the years to do some commentary, like from the Tasha case to the Larry Nelson, even got something on the little Star Marie and Seven and other people. Child, besides that, I ain't never went like behind the scenes and did no fuck shit on nobody because I don't want nobody to do no fuck shit on me. But again, when it's the B sector, and I know we hear it all the time, if you put it out there, we gonna talk about it. When you put it out there, we gonna talk about it. And if you like the head doxer in charge, the HDIC, not the HNIC, but when you the HDIC, and you done dox everybody down to their draws in the sector, and somebody wants to do a little bit of commentary about you and the bullshit you in, it just comes with the territory. It just comes with the territory. And I done said before, I know people dox all the time. If I ever get doxed, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Because if you find anything about me that's out there, it's meant to be found if you find it. It's meant to be found. I don't care if it's a bill, a student loan, an old car bill, an old cable bill. I gives two fucks. Okay? I gives two fucks. And that's real shit. That's real shit. And you can only be doxxed once, child. You can only be doxxed once. Well, people can do it repeatedly, but you ain't gonna find out no new information. But I don't give a fuck. That shit don't scare me. I know a lot of people on here be scared to do shit, scared to say shit, scared of this, scared of that, scared of this. If ain't nobody showing up to your door, what the fuck you gotta be scared of? That's just how the fuck I feel. So people been telling me, be careful, because I was doing commentary on 7 and shit. And I'm like, what? Are you fucking crazy? Are you crazy? Anyway, I'm going to leave that alone. Because y'all going to know black people for sure live in Omaha. For sure. For motherfucking sure. And I'll be telling people, for y'all who still be like, oh, black people live in how all y'all do is have cows and farms and packing houses and Omaha steaks and, shit like that. I'm telling y'all, do a little bit of research. Just type in Omaha gang history, Omaha crime history, Omaha drug history, Omaha crack epidemic. We the same type of city as anybody else. We might have less people, but we the same type of city as anybody else. Every city has all type of crimes, all type of gangs, all type of violence. They got good people, they got bad people. They got this neighborhood that you should not go in. They got this neighborhood that you might want to go in. That's everywhere, every city. Omaha ain't no different. I might be the only black person from Omaha. I might be. But trust me, I ain't the only motherfucker here. That's for sure. That's for motherfucking sure. And I'm not worried about, because one thing for sure, two things for certain. I don't make threats to nobody. I'm like Demetra when she talking about Brian. Let's have a meet and greet. If you want to have a meet and greet, come meet and greet. It's that simple. Come meet and greet. I'm gonna tell. I stay in a place where when somebody gets into it, don't let it be an outsider, because everybody will come outside ready for the shits. Ready for the shits. Make one phone call, ready for the shits. That's exactly how I was when I was a little bit younger. Ready for the shits. It don't matter if it's 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Ring, Tanya is going down. Ready for the shits. That's how our community is. That's how my family is, my relatives, as we call relos. I know y'all probably use that term too with y'all relatives, but that's what we call our relatives, relos, or fam, stuff like that. We real ghetto up here in Omaha. Like, for the people who really think no black people live here, it just amazes me all the time, because Omaha is really, we wild. We wild up here. We have the areas where there's rich white people and suburbs and things like that. But all I gotta say is, hey, look up the history. If you don't know a lot about Omaha, Feel free to Google. Feel free to Google. But anyway, um, again, I don't make threats on nobody. I don't come up here to beef with nobody. I just like giving commentary. I like chit chatting with you guys, getting your opinion on things. Just, being a content creator without all the bullshit. So a lot of people they with all the bullshit and stuff. I'm not with all the bullshit. But, it is what it is. People gonna do what they want to do on here. They gonna stalk who they want to stalk. They gonna dox who they want to dox. They gonna, but they always somebody always gonna meet the wrong one. Somebody always gonna meet the wrong one. Always. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. I like to Miss Sislow. We've been friends on here, online, offline, on YouTube. She know how I am in real life. I am like one of the nicest people you could ever meet. Real friendly. I love to laugh. I love family. I love, you know, holidays, kicking it, getting together, playing cards, barbecuing, playing dominoes. I mean, I'm like just a cool ass chick. Just a cool ass chick. So no, I don't come on here to fight, argue, and beef and all that kind of shit. I just come on here to do my little commentary and then, slide on to the left. Get down and let y'all, do what y'all do on here. But anywho, yes, that's my big sis. She said that's my baby sis. Yes. But anyway, you guys, I'm about to jump off of here. If y'all don't have anything else to say. Hold on, I missed some comments. Hold up. QI said, hold up, QI. QI said if they show at my door, I will be. You know what? When I think of somebody showing up at your door, not you, QI, but when I think of somebody showing up your door, I always have to think back to the black sector. Is it the black sector with ZX and Cookie? Was that Cookie that came to his door looking like she had on lingerie? And we got to see it on the footage on his Ring camera. When I look at that footage, and I had watched it over and over again when it happened, and I'm like, man, if that would have happened here, man, I'm a giant. I'm gonna just leave that alone. Cause I swear to God, if that would have happened here, like y'all just don't know how crazy people here are. They crazy. They crazy. Like people get murdered for less here all the time. All the time. Some guy just got murdered in front of his kids. They walked up to his door. He opened the door. Bow. This was last week. Just last week. I mean, they don't play that fuck shit up here. They really don't. They really don't. If you come to somebody though late at night and you've been making threats to them, that's just like that shit that went down at the show. All those people making threats to each other, beefing with each other for months and months and years. Then they get down to the show and don't nobody fight. Like I just knew somebody was gonna fight. I just knew somebody was gonna be furniture moving. Ain't nothing but space and opportunity. I just knew somebody was. Ain't nobody from the Shy fighting. Ain't nobody from the A fighting. Ain't nobody from New York, from the East Coast fighting. Ain't nobody from the West Coast fight. I just knew somebody was going to fight down to the show. Man, we fight for less. For less. Like, but anyway, I love my little old town of Omaha, Nebraska. Born and raised. But yeah, as he said, the other sectors pull up. Yeah, the other sectors pull up. At least throw some. Yeah, throw some. I'm like, child. And all my family, like, we come from a gang member background. So you was either a blood or you was a crip growing up. And everybody, I still got old heads in my family. I'll be like, nigga, you too old. Talking about cool, what cool. I'm like, y'all is too old for that. Y'all got grandkids now. Y'all too old for that shit. But they still on that shit. Like they might have jobs, they might have homes, they might be homeowners, but don't get it twisted. A motherfucker will get out in the street quick on your ass, like really quick. You said this line was better than Tubi. You know what, sister? I just came on here to ask what y'all thought about so many people using avatars instead of showing themselves. That's what this conversation was supposed to be about. And we did discuss that. We did discuss that. You said to be centuries more civilized. Hey, Doreen, y'all feel me though? I don't know how y'all grow up, and I'm not ashamed of my upbringing. I'm not ashamed of my upbringing. Sometimes me and my Omaha crew, when we do our Friday Night Lives, we might bring up some shit from the past without incriminating ourselves too much. And it's like we was with the fuck shits. Like that's just how our community is. We got some really good citizens here. We got homeowners. We got college professors. We got business professionals. We got entrepreneurs. We got all kind of shit. But trust and believe, most of them motherfuckers was rocking in the streets the long way. You know, before they, you know what I'm saying. So that's on like, child, the stuff. That's why I don't let none of this stuff on here face because people just be talking, and they ain't gonna bust a grape. 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 But anyway, I'm about to jump off here. I'm about to relax because actually my youngest son, something wrong with his car. And one of our cousins, who's a mechanic, he's like a real mechanic, went to college and school and everything. He works at like a major automobile place. I don't know if is it Lexus or Mercedes. I forgot where he works, but he still does like side jobs. So he's supposed to come and check my son's car. But you know, in this type of heat, a lot of cars have issues, just like in the dead of winter. If you live in a cold area like here, you might be unlucky and have car issues in the summer or winter. So my son is having car issues, so I will have to pick him up tonight. And what's tonight? Wednesday, Thursday. He's off on the weekend, so yeah, I got to pick him up tonight. And I think his girlfriend is picking him up tomorrow night. And both of my sons work together, so they both can ride together. That's a good thing. Both of my sons work together. And so when one of them might have car issues or the other one have car issues, one will just swoop by here and pick the other one up. And, you know, but yeah, so a little later I do have to step out and pick up my youngest son. But, you know, I love you on purpose too. You know, I love you, Booski. Yes. Yes. And I love all of those people who love me. If you support me, I'll support you. And this is that time of the live where if you are a content creator, raise your hand, say I, put your channel in the chat. I do know a lot of you who chimed in tonight are content creators, like Sislo. She is a content creator. I know QI is a content creator. Let's see. I'm just scrolling up. I know a view was in here earlier. She is a content creator. I can only scroll so far though, you guys. You know, this StreamYard only lets you scroll so far. So if you are a content creator, you got a channel, either say I, drop the name of your channel, or you know, something like that so people can know you got a channel. Because we don't always know who the content creators are. So yes, go ahead and take a minute to do that. Yes, Cruiser. Y'all know Miss Cruiser got a channel. Yes. Miss Cruiser got a channel, so make sure you definitely check her out. Joy Barnes, I don't know if Joy has a channel. Doreen's Blessed, you got a channel, right? I think so. Sometimes I forget. Because again, I can't watch everybody. I try, but I just can't. It's just no way we can watch every. I'm subscribed to so many people. I'm subscribed to so many people. So, and if you're like me, you're probably subscribed to a lot of people too. So, yeah. But yep, keyboard gangsters. But Sislo, she said I need y'all to grant me a B-Day wish. One thing. When is your birthday, Sislo? When is your birthday? When is your birthday? L. My birthday until December. My birthday until December, but I do got a 10-year anniversary coming up in 3 days with my job. My JOB. My 10-year anniversary will be in 3 days. And my supervisor hit me up today. She said, "Oh my God, has it been 10 years since you've been here?" I'm like, "Yep, it's been 10 years." Oh, Labor Day on the 4th. Oh, okay, that's your birthday. Well, I gotta make sure I send you a shout out on that day. You know, that's Labor Day, and that is like my holiday. Out of my family members and friends, that's like my holiday to do it big. So you know we're gonna be doing it big over here, but I will take time out to go live from the festivities on Labor Day and make sure I give you a shout out and tell you happy birthday. I might even sing. And my sister's gonna be over here. Ooh, we might have to do that three-way harmony on you, Miss Sislo. We might have to. I'm gonna have to get my sisters. But yeah, and if my niece is over here, Thailand Music, you know, the one who does our rap intro song, you know, she getting real big and famous right about now. Thailand Music, make sure y'all follow her. But or she either goes by just Thailand, Tylynn, or Thailand Music. But she's getting real big up there. But yeah, if she's over here, I might have her do a little rap song for you. But but okay, I'm about to get out of here, you guys. Thank you so much for everybody who tuned in today. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Like, share, and subscribe. You know, we are on the road to 6K. We are about 300 something away from 6K. So that is like our next milestone for the hood table. So please share the live. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And stay safe. Be blessed. Remain vigilant at all times. Those of y'all who stay in these real warm states, like, you know, here, stay cool, stay hydrated. Try to stay inside in the air as much as you can. If you want to be a blessing to the hood table, $ the hood table 402 is the cash app. And again, stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to keep it hood. I holla.